Have you ever been humiliated in front of other people? Maybe someone mocked you, embarrassed you, or made you look small while everyone watched. In that moment, your heart starts racing. Your mind screams, fight back, say something, prove them wrong. But what if I told you that the strongest response isn't revenge, anger, or a clever comeback? In fact, the people who command the most respect often do the exact opposite. And what they do next can completely shift the power in the room. Stay until the end, because today you'll discover the most powerful response to public humiliation and why it can make you stronger than the person who tried to break you. Humiliation is one of the deepest emotional wounds a person can experience. It doesn't just hurt your feelings, it strikes directly at your sense of worth. When someone mocks you, insults you, or embarrasses you in front of others, it can feel like the entire world is watching your lowest moment. Your heart starts pounding, your face burns with embarrassment, your mind races, desperately searching for the perfect comeback. You want to defend yourself. You want justice. You want everyone to know that you're stronger than the person attacking you. But here's what most people never realize. The moment you react with anger, frustration, or desperation, you hand over your power. Suddenly, the person who humiliated you isn't just controlling the moment, they're controlling your emotions. And the strongest people in the world refuse to give anyone that kind of power. Instead, they choose a response so unexpected, so powerful, that it instantly changes everything. Let's start with the mistake most people make when they're publicly humiliated. Someone insults them, mocks them, or tries to embarrass them in front of others. Instantly, they feel the need to fight back. They argue. They raise their voice. They desperately try to prove they're right. And in that moment, it feels good. It feels like they're defending their dignity. But if you look carefully, something very different is happening. The people watching aren't focused on who won the argument. They're focused on who lost control. The moment emotions take over, logic begins to disappear. You say things you didn't plan to say. You react instead of thinking. And suddenly, the original insult is no longer the main story, your reaction is. That's why emotional outbursts rarely earn respect. In fact, they often do the opposite. Real strength isn't about having the last word. It's about maintaining your composure when everyone expects you to break, because the person who controls their emotions controls the situation. Now, let's talk about the response that catches almost everyone off guard. Calm silence. Not the silence of fear, not the silence of weakness, the silence of complete self-control. When someone humiliates you in public, they're usually not looking for a conversation. They're looking for a reaction. They want to see you angry. They want to see you frustrated. They want to watch you lose control, because the moment you do, they feel powerful. But something remarkable happens when you refuse to give them that satisfaction, when you stay calm, when you hold your composure, when you look them in the eye without anger or fear. The entire energy of the situation begins to shift. People stop paying attention to the insult and start paying attention to your response. Your silence creates a level of psychological pressure that words often cannot. It forces everyone, including the person attacking you, to face the reality of what's happening. And many times, the person trying to humiliate you ends up exposing their own insecurity, immaturity, or lack of character. That's the power of calm silence. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't beg for validation. It quietly communicates something far more powerful. My peace is too valuable to be controlled by your behavior. Think about the people you admire most, The strongest leaders, the most respected individuals, the people who naturally command attention. When they face criticism, do they panic? Do they lash out? Do they lose control of their emotions? Of course not. They remain calm because true confidence doesn't need constant defense. People who know their value don't waste energy responding to every insult or proving themselves to every critic. They understand that not every accusation deserves an answer, and not every battle deserves their attention. That's real power. The truth is, public humiliation only has lasting power if you allow it to define who you are. Confident people understand a lesson that changes everything. Opinions come and go, but character remains. Other people's judgments are temporary. Your integrity, your actions, and your character are what truly last. And in the long run, character will always outlive criticism. This is where most people get it wrong. They're so focused on winning the moment that they forget about winning the future. The people who achieve extraordinary success weren't protected from criticism, rejection, or humiliation. They were mocked, doubted, and underestimated just like everyone else. The difference is that they didn't spend their lives arguing with critics. They spent their lives improving themselves. When someone says you'll never make it, you have two choices. You can waste your energy proving them wrong with words, or you can prove them wrong with results. One path feeds your ego, the other builds your future. Years from now, most people won't remember the insult. They'll remember what you became. That's why the most powerful response to humiliation isn't revenge, it's growth. It's becoming so strong, capable, and successful that the criticism becomes nothing more than a small chapter in an incredible story. Of course, there are moments when silence isn't the right option. Sometimes a response is necessary. But when you do respond, make sure your words come from confidence, not emotion. You don't need a clever comeback or a dramatic speech. A simple, calm response can be far more powerful. You can say, "I appreciate your opinion," or "I see it differently," or even, "Let's keep this respectful." Notice what's missing: anger, insults, and emotional reactions. That's because true confidence doesn't need to attack. It doesn't need to prove itself. The calmer you remain, the more weight your words carry. People naturally respect those who stay composed under pressure. Remember, confidence isn't about speaking the loudest in the room. It's about staying in control when everyone else is losing theirs. Real power is quiet, steady, and impossible to shake. Here's the truth most people never realize. Public humiliation doesn't just reveal the person who delivers the insult, it reveals the person who receives it. In a single moment, two characters are put on display. One reveals who they are through their attack. The other reveals who they are through their response. Anyone can stay calm when everything is going their way. Anyone can be confident when life is easy. But remaining composed when you're embarrassed, criticized, rejected, or publicly disrespected, that's rare. That's where true character is tested. Because real strength isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. And years from now, people won't remember every word that was said. They'll remember who stayed calm, who kept their dignity, and who refused to let someone else's behavior define their worth. That's real power. That's real strength. So, the next time someone tries to humiliate you, embarrass you, or make you feel small in front of others, remember this: you don't have to prove your value to anyone. You don't have to win every argument, and you certainly don't have to react to every insult that comes your way. Real power isn't found in revenge. It's not found in anger. And it's not found in having the perfect comeback. Real power is found in your ability to stay calm when others expect you to lose control. It's found in protecting your peace when someone tries to disturb it. And it's found in continuing to move forward when others want to hold you back. Because at the end of the day, the person who controls your reactions controls a part of your life. Don't give that power away. Keep your dignity, keep your focus, and keep building a future that speaks louder than any insult ever could. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need this reminder today. And never forget this powerful truth. Your reaction is your power. Guard it carefully, use it wisely, and never let anyone else control it.